It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. So that'll back him up 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. Prescott to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On first and 10, Franklin. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30.
What you doing out there, boy?
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A gain of
throwing on 1st down. Franklin flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. They find some open field here. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 21-yard line. It's a gain of 35. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Franklin gets it to his running back, Cannon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
On 1st and 10, Franklin. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
QT on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 14, Texans nothing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Coming to you. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 70 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the extra point.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To throw is Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking Dandelion. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
First down, Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he'll bang that one through.
Good. That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A first down throw for Prescott. Screen play, Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott over the middle. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Franklin. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Joe Mixon.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Franklin. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down, Franklin stepping up. He'll try and run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st down, Cincinnati.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Bengals. From
the gun to give to Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on third and long. Franklin, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
They have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Franklin steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Murray. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Going left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Caught left side by Kyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Prescott yet again. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Houston
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 59.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Franklin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Michael Thomas on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 4.
A handoff to Mixon. Oh, spinning away.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Franklin. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
On the play. And a Bengal first down.
Open man is Ross, complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
From the gun, Franklin. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Will tie the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Austin Seibert.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Prescott. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
18-yard line.
Prescott to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it 3rd and goal.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
52's the mark, boys. 57.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
To the air again, Prescott. Screen play, Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Prescott to throw it. And Cooks hands it over the middle.
Prescott's pass.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.